Welcome to part 2 of the Concrete Ingredients Dispenser. If you haven't watched part 1, I would recommend you doing so before building this, because it goes over power rails, and if you're building this the wrong direction, it could be a challenge. The sand and gravel dispensers can be built in a 6 by 16 area, and they can be built directly next to the other units. They also go down the 6 blocks, and it's also recommended to have your water stream at least 9 blocks deep. To build this, you will need the following items. And these 3 pieces of stained glass are required, because you actually will need glass. So when I use these pieces of glass, these are required. The other glass is optional. To begin, place a block in the front corner, and one next to it, followed by another one. Bring the block up one, then one more, and come all the way across. And down. Bring this one out one more. Go ahead and place a sticky piston looking down with a block on it. Place an observer next to the sticky piston, followed by 2 pieces of redstone dust, and a block here. Place a redstone torch on the block, and a block above it, and to both sides of it. Bring both of these over by 1, and this one by 2. Go ahead and place your sand up here, or gravel if you're building that one. Bring this side up by 3 blocks. This side up by 3. But then here, put your redstone lamp, and then top it off with sand. Go ahead and place your upside down stairs here, and over here, followed by your first chest here in the middle. Place a lever on the sticky piston, and a button above the redstone dust. Place a redstone block here on both sides. This is a piece of glass. It needs to be glass to prevent the redstone signal from traveling down below and interfering. Place a block next to that glass. Come back over here and place a block here next to this redstone block, and a piece of glass to the side of it. Go ahead and bring up your sea lantern by 1 and put a piece of glass on it. Place a block next to it and bring up your chamber here by 1. Place a block here and bring up the chamber one more time, and place signs on this side of it to prevent the water from going down. Place 2 blocks on top of it. Now go ahead and place your dispensers on both of these, coming back 8. Go ahead and bring another row on top of both sea lanterns back 8 as well. Place your blue ice down, starting 1 block away from the front and bringing it all the way back. Place normal ice inside and some glass behind it, followed by sea lanterns below. That ice should eventually melt and become water. Place 2 power rails here, followed by a normal rail, a powered rail, a detector rail. Bring this block out by 1 and place another power rail on it. Place a hopper going to each dispenser all the way down. And repeat on the other side with a hopper going into each dispenser. Have a hopper going down into these dispensers up here. Place a row of blocks on the dispensers on both sides and bring it out 1. Go ahead and place your power rail here, followed by a normal rail, a powered rail, and then power rails all the way up on this side and all the way back across the hoppers. Repeat power rails across the hoppers on this side. Go ahead and bring this out by 2 blocks and bring this side up by 2 blocks and then back by 1. Put a redstone block, followed by a block, place a temporary block here and then a redstone block. Delete your temporary block. Again, another temporary block on this side, followed by a redstone block. And then place 2 blocks here, but the center one should be a redstone block. Place a power rail on both redstone blocks, followed by a normal rail on both sides, and then power rails all the way across. Place 2 blocks down here, and then a temporary block, and bring it up by 1 and across. Place power rails all the way back. Place the power rail on the redstone block first, then your normal rail. Then place your other normal rail and your final power rail. Place 2 redstone blocks at the end here, and everything should be lighting up. Place a chest on this block and next to it, and then place 2 more on the other side of it. Place a chest on top of it and next to it, and repeat on the other side. Now we can have hoppers going into those chests and then into the ones below. Put your minecart with a hopper down on the tracks. Underneath, go ahead and place a block 1 block away from the redstone torch and then put one under it to turn off the torch. Place a row of blocks here. Bring this side out one. Place a block here, and then a sticky piston next to it. With a block in front of it. Place a redstone torch down here. And place some glass here. And some redstone dust across it. And then all the way down. Stone dust on both sides. Going into a repeater. And then redstone dust all the way down. Repeat this for the other side. Go ahead and put your comparator in here. Then a block in front of it. And redstone dust on the glass. Place a block here. And put some redstone dust on top of it. Place a temporary block under it and bring it out too. Delete your temporary block behind it. Place a block here. Piece of redstone dust on here. And a repeater. Bring your redstone dust down a block. Up one and over one like so. And we'll repeat this pattern up one and over one. Place it down a block, followed by a redstone torch, and we'll repeat this pattern all the way up to the lamp. So a block, then a torch, then another block, and so on. The final torch should turn off. Now let's work on our minecart timing. Place a comparator here, followed by an observer right next to it looking down. You will want to go down 3 blocks. Then have the final observer looking into a block. Go ahead and repair your floor. Put a piece of redstone dust next to the block. Then a repeater on 4 ticks going into this block. Followed by 2 pieces of redstone dust. Another repeater on 4 ticks. Going into a block. Place that block on top of the repeater. And some redstone dust on this block. Place a block here and 2 more next to it. Followed by 1 up here. Place 3 repeaters down, all on 4 ticks. Place some redstone dust behind it on both blocks. Place a temporary block here, followed by another block. Delete the temporary block, and put your final repeater on 4 ticks. Let's go ahead and hook up our input line. Place a row of observers looking up. Oh, we didn't need this block already. Let's go ahead and delete this block. Put your final observer, then put the block back. Now we're ready to load it with some sand. What I'm going to do is put a temporary hopper here, and then some shulker boxes on top of them. To speed it up, I'm going to put 2 more down here. These again are just temporary to load the system. You don't have to put these in. Let's go ahead and send the minecarts. That didn't work. Ah, there's the problem. Place a repeater in here on 4 ticks. And let's try to send them again. Oh, this side didn't go. Let's try again. Oh, there's the problem. We need to put some redstone dust on the observer. Now it should be working. So with all the repeaters down there, it should hold the minecart here for it to load 32 items before sending. To turn on the light, this dispenser here needs to have at least a stack of items in it. So the light should be on now. And we should be able to test this. If we hit our button here for red dye, we should get all of the ingredients to make 1 stack of red concrete. Let's make sure there's still 8 items in here. Yep, we're good. Let's go ahead and test the white one. And there you have it. Your ingredients dispensers are now complete. You can build the smaller ones directly side by side to each other. Now across the aisle here they are mirrored. That is just a visual preference that I did. But choice is yours on how you build it. This switch here will stop the minecarts by pulling up the piston and blocking the redstone signal from making it all the way around. Hopefully you found this tutorial helpful. Please leave any comments or suggestions below. Thanks for watching.